Welcome to today's edition of the Exploring Mining Podcast, featuring stock news from TSX, TSXV, CSE, ASX, NASDAQ, and New York Stock Exchange mining companies, plus interviews with CEOs and leading experts. Hey everyone, this is Sam Mowers here, back with another episode of the Exploring Mining Podcast. For stocks today, we have the latest on Barrick Gold Corporation, African Gold Group, 21 Metals Inc., Grid Metals Corp., and Affinity Metals Corp. So Barrick Gold Corporation, which is traded on the New York Stock Exchange under the ticker symbol GOLD or GOLD, has posted its third quarter results, showing net earnings per share of $1.30, adjusted net earnings per share of 15 cents, which is up 67% on the second quarter on the back of a higher gold price, and net debt of cash is down 14% at $3.2 billion after payment of the dividend. Barrick President and Chief Executive Mark Bristow commented, quote, "We've prepared detailed 5-year plans for each region, which we are sharing with the market this quarter. These will be followed by a 10-year production plan scheduled for publication with our next annual report. The objective is to make capital allocation, budgeting, and forecasting more dynamic. This, combined with the rollout of our new information management systems, will enable us to use real-time data availability for real-time decision-making." End quote. African Gold Group, Inc., which is traded on the TSXV under the ticker symbol AGG, has provided an update on the timeline of its project at the Kadoba mine site. The firm has mobilized and began drilling on the site's proposed 15,000 meters of diamond drilling, with estimates of completion now moved to January 16, 2020. The firm also intends to deliver a ready-for-construction definitive feasibility study and ESIA by the end of April 2020. Danny Callow, the chief operating officer of AGG, commented, quote, "When we started in early August on Kobata, it was in the middle of the rainy season. Whilst many operators would have waited for the rains to subside, AGG and its partners dug in their heels and mobilized to site. This is in the spirit of getting the job done, and it has paid off for us. We commend all our partners, Senate, AMCO, Minxcon, EGTF, and our local teams on site and in Bamako for their extraordinary efforts so far, and intend to keep ahead of schedule to deliver the feasibility study on very tight timeline. We're using highly experienced operators and personnel who understand the conditions and have had experience of operating in Mali, and our decision to use these partners is now starting to pay dividends. By fast-tracking the early part of the project, we will be in a position to deliver phased updates to the markets as drilling information becomes available, as well as updated metallurgical test work results. These are the two key variables for a successful project and therefore are receiving the most focus at the moment." End quote. 21 Metals Inc., which is traded on the CSE under the ticker symbol BULL, or BULL, has formed an information alliance with Grid Metals Corp., which is traded on the TSXV under the ticker symbol GRDM, which will enable the sharing of exploration methods and results and potential partnering in larger-scale geophysical programs to optimize the expenditure of exploration dollars on the East Bull Platinum Group metal intrusive. According to the press release, the East Bull property holds an inferred resource of 11.1 million tons at 1.46 grams per ton of palladium equivalent, for a total estimate of 523,000 ounces of palladium equivalent. Wayne Tisdale, the president of 21C Metals, commented, quote, "With palladium over $1,800 per ounce and a worldwide deficit, now is the ideal time to aggressively explore the East Bull property. We look forward to expanding upon our maiden resource as the body is open in all directions. 21C Metals shareholders will benefit from a sharing of geological information and cooperation with Grid Metals." End quote. And Affinity Metals Corp., which is traded on the TSXV under the ticker symbol AFF, has completed the drilling portion of the 2019 Regal exploration program at the Regal property, which included a total of 1,846 meters of diamond drilling. The property is located in the northern end of the prolific Kootenay Arc, approximately 35 kilometers northeast of Revelstoke, British Columbia, Canada. Robert Edwards, the CEO of Affinity, said, quote, "We are extremely pleased that the weather allowed us to get into the Regal property for as long as we did and to complete the drill program as planned. Thanks to more core diamond drilling, our geological team, and the efforts of our CFO and exploration manager, Mr. Blaney, in getting the job done as efficiently as possible given all the challenges Mother Nature can throw at you. At the end of it all, we are very encouraged by what we saw in the core and look forward to receiving assays back in due course." End quote. Well, that does it for today's Exploring Mining podcast. If you'd like to be a guest or sponsor for this podcast, please contact InvestorIdeas.com. InvestorIdeas.com reminds all listeners to read our disclaimers and disclosures on the InvestorIdeas.com website. All investment involves risk, and this podcast is not meant to be an endorsement to buy or sell securities or products. To hear more podcasts, you can go to InvestorIdeas.com/audio. And a reminder, you can also hear our podcasts on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play Music, iHeart.com, TuneIn, Stitcher, Spreaker, and SoundCloud.